So yeah, let's talk about it. Like, low-key, I've been trying to dodge Humpty Dumpty for a year plus now. Like, I literally cannot stand this dude. Matter of fact, I can't stand these two, especially this season. Like, if you thought I was out of pocket for calling him Humpty Dumpty, tell that to TLC who named the whole episode after this man. I don't make the rules. Now, word on the street is that Big Ed and Liz have officially broken up for who knows how many times now.
There was only 13 breakups. Anyways.
No, Ed. 15, actually.
Okay, you're right.
Liz seemed to have gotten an upgrade, which, I mean, how can you not get an upgrade, right? Like, she went from Squirtle to Blastoise. Skipped the whole evolution tree. Also seems like she lost a bit of weight, which seems to be a de facto anytime they broke up. Like, she would always be 10 years younger, 50 pounds lighter. Like, I don't know what it was. Yes, I do. It was there. Now, Big Ed's also been front-loading a new woman, also tagged her in a recent post. But you know, always gotta take Big Ed's post with a grain of salt. Like this one. Hashtag mystery girls tie Big Ed shoes. Hashtag my best views. Like, I don't know if you ripped the page out of Drake's coloring book, cause these two look like teen girls. And must remind us all that this man is borderline 60.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
But nevertheless, so I clicked the profile he's been tagging. It's private, of course it is. So I just do what any logical person with the curiosity mind of Snoop would do. I requested friendship. 10 seconds later, I'm denied and her profile getting a new quote. Like, it really ain't that deep, sis. I'm just trying to figure out if you and Humpty Dumpty, yes, no, maybe so.
Yes or no.
Now, how did the breakup happen? Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. Like, I'd be skipping all their segments like brr, 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 brr. Because I feel like we all saw this coming. Like, I was just waiting for the ball to drop. And now that the ball has dropped, we can analyze why the ball dropped. Hopefully that made sense. Yeah, so... so yeah, let's just hop right in and see what happened.
I'm Ed. I'm 58 years young.
My name's Liz. I'm 31 years old, and I am engaged to Ed. I'm definitely living the dream out here in Arkansas. We have a beautiful house. On top of that, we have finally set a wedding date.
Holy.
So apparently this is like 2 months before the wedding. He broke up with her before the wedding, right? And I feel like you could just see it during the interviews. Like, Liz is all in, you know, super stoked about this new life in Arkansas, getting married, etc, etc. And Ed's just sitting there with that stupid ass face like... Like, I feel like he already knew he was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, so I can't stand this dude.
The wedding is less than 8 weeks away, so it is very stressful. There's a lot on our plate.
So, Riley, you know the wedding's coming up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm marrying your mommy.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be your stepdad.
Yeah?
We are a family now. It's great. We both love each other. I feel a huge, sense of accomplishment, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm getting kind of worried.
See what I mean? He already knew. He already knew. See, in the back of his mind, he's 50-50 about the wedding.
Finally ready to marry me?
In the back of my mind, I'm getting kind of worried.
It still decided to proceed, set it all up, book the dates, even included Riley in the situation. So, me and your mom, we're gonna do the thing. So you know what that means. I'm gonna be your daddy. Can you say daddy? Like all the other teen girls? Which is honestly my biggest gripe about these two is, why would you include Riley in all this mess? Knowing how toxic and unstable this relationship has been, yet still putting her in these situations in front of the cameras where nothing good has ever come from it is baffling. Like, honestly, hella reckless.
Moving to Arkansas, both Ed and I are living off our savings.
So here in Bentonville, Liz and I are planning on, once we pass our state boards, to become realtors. Big Ed and Liz aren't just sexy, but they sell real estate. If somebody would have told us that we both are going to be real estate agents a year ago, I would have said, you're full of There's no way I'm moving. There's no way I'm getting married. There's no way we're going to live in a house. There's no way we'll have 3 dogs.
It's just everything I've wished for.
So a couple of things we know. Ed and Liz moved to Arizona to afford a home. Because Lord knows, San Diego's trying to charge you an arm and a leg and everything, including your soul. Like, I was looking at prices the other day, right? And I see nothing but... Until I saw a price that probably wouldn't cost me my soul. Own 1/8 of this professionally managed turnkey home. So how does that work? Like $500K dibs on the downstairs bathroom?
Damn, I ain't been broke in a minute.
But yeah, so we find out Ed and Liz are effectively broke, and I feel like it played some role into why Ed decided to cancel the wedding.
Since Liz and I have moved to Arkansas, we've kind of been living off savings. A lot of expenses, and I mean, we have a big wedding not only to plan for, but to pay for. And I don't really want to tell her that we're underwater right now.
See, this is him literally trying to talk himself out of this wedding, because otherwise, I don't know what the man's talking about. Like, she just stated this. She knows, bro.
Moving to Arkansas, both Ed and I are living off our savings. We still have issues. We need to get back to work. We cannot live off of our savings long.
Like, how would she not know? We got a mortgage coming in, but no income coming in. That is dictionary verbatim for underwater. Matter of fact, we are so underwater. I'm surprised he hasn't heard Sebastian the Crab singing.
Under the sea.
But aside from this, another reason why I think he's second guessing everything, and this might be an unpopular opinion, it might just be me, I don't think he likes Riley like that. Like, Liz might tell herself how great this dude is to Riley, but honestly, in every scene I'm watching with Riley, like, he's throwing some kind of slight jab at Riley.
Ed tells me all the time that he loves Riley. He cares for her. That's his daughter too. So putting a lot of faith in this.
I'm trying to navigate having Riley live here, making sure that Liz is happy. It's a big deal to commit to be with this person for the rest of your life. I love having Riley around, but I know I'm gonna have to mop the floor when we're done. I just can feel it.
Do you remember how to do the flower?
Yes, I do.
You remember how to do the flower without making a mess.
See, it just seems like Riley been annoying the hell out of this man. Like, he'll say things like,
I'm trying to navigate having Riley live here.
I don't know if Ed sees it like Liz and Riley's moving in with him, because last I checked, they bought this home together. Like, Liz pays rent on this home. Riley has as much right to be here as this guy does.
Oh, wow, okay.
Fast forward to the next morning, girl's trying to bake some breakfast, right? And he rolls in ready to stir up a whole different kind of pot.
You guys are making a mess.
Baby, you need to just chill.
You guys are so messy.
It's baking, Ed. Like, things are gonna get messy.
This whole mess right here is you, because you don't know how to pick up yourself after pasta.
So comes to show you, it's really less about cleaning and more so he's annoyed for whatever reason. Like, maybe lay off the daily alcohol consumption, buddy, and you probably wake up in a better mood.
That's a great idea.
But yeah, so throughout the season, they harp on this idea that 2 weeks of therapy that one time on the last resort has somehow forever changed Big Ed for the better, right?
The therapy that we went through, the changes that I've made is what saved our relationship. I've been here before. I have a leprechaun costume, like a dwarf, like that big.
Do you know what year it is?
1669.
What?
In a circus.
You have matured so much.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm really not seeing it. And apparently neither does her mom.
You seem to be a little bit tense when I come around.
Oh, I do?
Big time.
Oh, wow, okay.
Everything I said to
But
you.
by the way, hold on one second. But I do know this. Since after we did the therapy, our new rule is we don't ever go to the end of the driveway without turning around and saying, I love you. Every time that I've broken up with Liz, I regretted it.
Good.
This is real, and I want to take care of Liz for the rest of her life.
A few moments later.
Ed canceled the wedding.
Typical Ed, just talking out of his you-know-what and doing the complete opposite.
Oh, I do?
Big time.
Oh, wow, okay.
Now, according to Liz, the breakup happened over taco pasta, where Riley complained that it was too spicy for her, and the man replied with,
Stop being a baby.
which is crazy, which is more proof to my claim that he doesn't F with Riley like that.
Oh, wow, okay.
But yeah, so Liz goes off on him. Probably not the right thing to do in front of his family, but nevertheless, she does. And he calls off the wedding over spicy taco pasta in the most foulest way.
I received a text message from our officiant. Ed canceled our wedding without even telling me.
So I talked to the owner, Greg. So I got my deposit
So
back.
glad.
I just began calling my friends.
So that's got to be making you
Yeah.
feel real, huh?
What?
How did she react?
I haven't told her yet, thank God.
Yeah, so this taco pasta demon called the venues, the vendors, all of his people to let them know that the wedding is canceled before letting the bride-to-be know that she's no longer the bride-to-be.
What a coward. A weakling.
Mind you, all of this in the comfort of his sister's home, hiding and ignoring Liz for 3 whole days. And she found out through text from the officiant. Fucking weasel.
Don't you think that I should have known first? You told me I had to find out through your friend, Ed.
I know. I don't always handle things well.
You know how embarrassing that is?
It's not like I want somebody else. That's not what it is. I want to be single, work on my career, and be single.
Oh, you know, just trying to be single, focus on my career, my education, you know, setting myself up for success. This man out here talking like he's bright 23. This is a 60-year-old F-boy. Like, just tell her the truth, bro. Like, I know what it is. Liz probably knows what it is. You lost attraction for Liz because she's slowly morphing into you. Probably wants to go out and shebang some other women. Doesn't help that Liz feeds into the pettiness and argues back, you know. Gotta be respected.
She doesn't respect me.
She has to respect you.
And he was okay with being Riley's cool uncle until the daddy roles started to creep in. How do I know this? Because there's literally been moments in this relationship where he just outright called Liz unattractive and fat.
Because you call me fat, and you don't have a reason to call people fat, by the way.
I have a sweet tooth. I'm overweight too.
Am I overweight, Ed?
This dude right here, yep, him. 4'10", weighing a whopping 255, button up screaming for help every season. Is out here calling people fat. Crazy. Unaware, by the way, that he's the main culprit. Like, tell me, Ed, how do you expect Liz to look good when you gym?
Barely.
Chefing up all this processed food like taco pasta and chugging out wine bottles like water bottles. See, Ed, that's why Liz be looking 10 times better away from you. Ooh. Hey, tell me I'm wrong, though.
I think I've been kind of just looking for an excuse.
To call off the wedding?
If you ever meet anybody like me, just run.
I don't want to meet anybody else. You're going to be the best version of yourself, and it's not going to be with me.
All right. Like, I get you're hurt, Liz, but this is a 60-year-old baby hippo that treated you like doo-doo. There's really not much more better he's getting. He's not gonna all of a sudden transform her into George Clooney overnight.
I'm always gonna be an ass.
Truthfully, I feel like she's more hurt because she fully sold herself the dream. You know, white picket fence, home for Riley, somebody to help raise her daughter. It's just crazy for me to think that somebody on this earth thinks marrying Ed is a dream. Oh boy. The only person I feel sorry for is Riley. Like, I feel like she's old enough to maybe put 2 to 2 together. Like, oh man, you know, that last time I said taco pasta was too spicy. Sure got into a big argument. Now they're not getting married. Probably because of me.
Can I have a minute with Riley?
Yes.
I just want to apologize. I'm not sure when I might get to see you again.
I accept your apology.
Did you do?
I love you.
I love you too.
I don't like Ed right now. I feel absolutely humiliated. Played you.
But yo, why are we still rocking Big Ed's merch though? And what's up with Ed being dyslexic when it comes to shirts? Like, I feel like this is the 3rd time I've seen him wear shirts inside out. And you might think it's a brand thing. No, I've literally seen this man wear this exact shirt correctly. I feel like these are just one of the many clues that Big Ed has no clue how to take care of himself.
The trash goes out on Mondays, so put it out Sunday night.
Okay. So I now got to think about, do I hire a cleaning lady or do I start, you know, cleaning the house myself?
There you have it, Mr. Clean, the bossy Betty of baking himself, all of a sudden gets amnesia and forgets how to clean. Remember, before the Liz era, he was living with his mother, who apparently was also paying his rent at 80 years old. But that's a whole nother topic. But it's starting to seem like Liz and his mom was doing all the chores for this man. Like, what do you mean you don't know when the trash goes out? Crazy. But anyway, so Liz returns back to San Diego for a couple weeks, does the seasonal walk of shame with friends and family, and now has to return to pick up the rest of her stuff.
So Liz left about 3 weeks ago. So I haven't seen or really talked to Liz since she left. All I know is she's coming back today. One thing that's exciting is I bought a boat. I can't imagine anyone staying with her long term. But at this point, I don't care.
All right.
Oh, hey.
I've only been gone for 1 month, and this house is a pigsty.
No, facts though, like I did a side-by-side comparison of when he complained that Riley was too messy for baking to his current situation, before, after. Before, after. Nah, this dude dusty as hell. And I could just tell, like, this man really never took out the trash. Like, Liz is, she's doing it as we speak.
Ed,
Good job.
have you been cooking out of this?
Yeah. It's awesome.
It is awesome. It's better when you wash it because you've been cooking with slime.
Ed, it's just been you. How is there so much trash everywhere?
Generally, I'm very neat. I'm waiting for Liz to get her stuff out, and then I'm having a professional crew come.
What? Yo, what is this man talking about? No clean person ever has ever said, generally, I'm very neat. I'm just waiting to hire a professional cleaning crew to clean up this mess right here. Normally, I'm not a murderer, right? So I'm waiting to hire a professional forensic crew to clean up this murder scene.
Generally, I'm very neat.
Barely.
But no, like, low-key, I'm kind of confused. Like, what is Liz and her mom doing? Like, are we packing? Or, like, why are we cleaning up for Ed right now?
Hey, Mom. I didn't expect 2 for the price of 1, I'm going to be told.
Well, maybe you should have been a man.
Well, maybe you should have done a better job raising your daughter.
That's why you abandoned your.
Hey, yo, this man's talking crazy. See, that's why I call BS on all that kumbaya therapy talk. Like, it's the same petty little dude. Like, I feel like he said something very similar to Jovi during that therapy trip.
Why don't you explain to your daughter where you were?
I will punch you in the face if you bring my daughter. You bring my daughter into this, I will up.
Honestly, I'm very surprised somebody hasn't slept this man with the Ryan Garcia left hook. He be talking crazy.
All right, sorry I blew up at your mom, but she was coming at me.
Doesn't matter, Ed. You need to learn how to talk to women, period. You
Well,
just know.
that's hearsay.
Own it. You
It
should
is
have
what
done
it
it.
is.
You don't talk to women that way,
Your
period.
mom wasn't being a woman. She was being a...
Just
How
stop.
did I embed?
Stop.
I want you to learn from this
You
experience.
learned from it, Ed.
I want you to
I've already
learn.
learned.
Have you? I hope so. I do.
This is a
You're
narcissist.
never gonna-
Stop projecting,
But you're never going
Ed.
to find happiness.
Are you kidding me?
Liz,
Why don't you
you
just
don't know
go
how to
on?
talk to men.
You're not a man, Ed.
Talk that talk, Liz. Talk that talk.
Spit on that thing.
You know, it's crazy to me that even in this moment, like, Liz was still holding out some kind of hope. Just like how she was rocking Big Ed's merch, she's still rocking the engagement ring. Like, take that out with the trash, bro. Like, I'm glad he low-key saved her, because I don't think she would have saved herself. Now, it didn't take too long for Mr. Ed to put himself back on the market. He was spotted on Bumble not too long after this scene. Even got caught trying to rizz up some texts. We'll get drunk. Does your hair smell pretty? Oh, and you have hairy legs like Rose. And bad breath. Just kidding. Yo, somebody tell me how this man even pulls, bro. Now, currently, in present day, from a new interview, we find out that Ed now has new standards for his next victim.
I want a Southern charm. I want a conservative Christian woman is who I'm looking for.
All right.
I'm meeting a lot of fantastic women that work in my same industry, and nothing serious. There's one I have, I really like.
Wow.
She actually introduced me to a charity that I'm now involved.
Now, this might sound crazy, but hear me out. Here's my theory on all of this now that I got the full picture, right? Notice how this man started switching up when he started his real estate career? That money, he got a glimpse of some new eye candy at the agency and then decided, hey, I'm no longer happy with my home life. I want to be single. So let's start gaslighting these fights and finding any reason to cancel this wedding. See, notice how the first thing he talked about when Liz left was he bragged about buying a boat, because all of a sudden now he wants to party in the river. All of a sudden now he wants a Southern charm, Christian, conservative, domesticated. Now, knowing all of this, fast forward this to present day.
One thing that's exciting is I bought a boat. Now I want to party on the river. I want a Southern charm. I want a conservative Christian woman. I'm meeting a lot of fantastic women that work in my same industry, and there's one I have, I really like.
Wow.
She actually introduced me to a charity that I'm now involved in.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. But look, you don't gotta take my word for it, because remember, at the end of the day, hey, what do you want to know? I'm just sipping.
Asian women age like a bottle of wine, and they're sweet.